What's going on, YouTube? Alright, so I finished that install last night, well, early this morning. And I didn't really feel like doing the video right then and there. You know, it's cold outside and everything, so here it is in the morning. It actually feels pretty damn good. But, yeah, there it is, man. It's a lot cleaner look. I mean, it just looks cleaner. I mean, as far as the install goes, man, I didn't like this install. This one sucked. There's a lot of modifying you had to do. And it's my fault. It's because I bought this Chinese DVD player. And I mean, as far as I know, that's the only option you have to go Android. So, you know, I did it. I was kind of misled. I'm not going to, I was kind of misled or misinformed. But these Chinese radios are considered oversized double dens. They're more frequent, every day. You can actually find YouTube videos, and a lot of them are this brand name. This is the more popular brand name. So yeah, it didn't fit in the traditional hole, but this kit was supposed to accommodate standard, double den, and oversized. So maybe I'm being misinformed on what is considered an oversized double den, but from what I researched, Chinese double dens were oversized double dens. So that's the problem. So I had to shave down the bottom of this lip on the inside. This lip goes in about that far, and it's angled, so the more you shave off, the bigger the hole is. And there were two lips on the sides, and the design of this installation kit was to eliminate the door. You put brackets on the side of this double den, you mount it inside, and then this housing, the instrument panel bezel, goes on and over the front of this, and the lips bump the lip. But if I would have done that, it would have been recessed in there about, I don't know, half an inch or so, and I wouldn't have been able to operate this button comfortably. So I opted to go through, so I can have it flush mounted here, but I can still be able to access the button. I needed to be able to get the button, so that's what I did. So a little fabrication, a little work. I mean, it sucks when you buy a kit for one thing and you have to do it another way. Kind of boogered up my rubber trying to get this thing in here. And if you do it this way, if you have my setup and you go this way, put the bezel in first, then do the radio, because the radio will catch and it will fuck up your rubber. So I'm gonna clean this up. This is pretty dirty from the tablet hanging down here. I'm gonna clean this up and hopefully it doesn't look bad. That's just clean rubber and this is dirty rubber. So without further ado, this radio has a lot of features that I still have yet to figure out. There's an option for this screen right here. Instead of Android, you can have, there's like 100 and something logos programmed in this thing. You can pick a car manufacturer. So I could put Toyota, and it will flash Toyota, kind of like my girl's Mazda. So that's the install. Put a DVD in here. It's going to work. Downsides to this that I having issues with right now. I don't know if it's a permanent issue or if it's just I don't know where it's at. I haven't been able to find a subwoofer output. So there's no, not output, control. There is a subwoofer output, but I haven't found a control. So I'm kind of limited to where I set my amp at. Right now my amp's set kind of low. I think the pre-outs on this are pretty weak. I definitely had to turn up my amp on my highs, and I need to turn up the gain on my subs. So I'm going to have to do that. Clarity's pretty good. For it to be coming out of the amplifier, it's going to be good anyway. I don't know how it sound on the factory amplifier, but the head unit amplifier, but it sounds good through the
Get another pot, whip and re-rock, cause my wrist gon' crack. Hold on, stop, grab another pot, whip and re-rock, cause my wrist gon' crack. Hold on, stop, get another pot, whip and re-rock, cause my wrist gon' crack.
Alright, so let's do home screen. I changed the background. It's got a live wallpaper, as you can see. You can change this to pictures and all that. I'm trying to get on Facebook and get a picture of my kids. Get that on there. I think that'd be cool. These element buttons, it's basically these illuminated buttons. You can't see them because it's daylight. For people who have this radio, who are having issues with the light comes on when you cut it on, but then it goes right off. You can program these lights color. I got them programmed to the purple. It looks real good at night, so it matches my dash lights. But you have to wire up the illuminator wire. You wire it up to your factory illuminator wire, so when your lights come on, they come on. I wired mine up to the remote wire on the back of the amp wire, so they're on when my lights are on, so it all goes together if I'm sitting in the parking lot. Seen a lot of posts on that on forums, you know, how to get these, they're called element lights, but it's just your button lights, your illumination lights. So that's how you do that. What else did I have issues with? The instructions. It's the fucking Chinese people, man, I tell you. They do good shit. It sounds cool. Like, it even sounded cool when I discovered it, but then you realize how stupid it is. Alright, so there was 0 instructions in the box when I bought this thing, when I got it. It had a wire diagram on the actual deck, but it doesn't tell you positives and negatives, like your standard double dins, Kenwoods and all that. They'll have the parking brake and it say negative, or the illumination positive, or the reverse positive. And it's telling you what it requires for it to work. So it requires a positive contact or a ground, a negative contact. This has shit. So I was, just off of other radios. Like, I know the parking brake has to be a ground. The illumination, I wasn't sure. Was that a ground? Was that a ground or a positive? I mean, it makes sense it's a positive, but I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to fucking, ground out a positive wire. So, it's kind of sketchy on that. But I went with positive instead, and it worked. But the instructions are here in the menu. And it was the same thing for my girl's car. It says right there, instructions. All right. So, there's your instructions. 25 little slides, and it's cool, but it don't tell you shit. It just tells you features. I could read this off the site that I got it from. I mean, it just tells you the features. I mean, it tells you little things, but it don't tell you how to adjust your bass. Don't tell you how to adjust your treble and shit. It doesn't tell you how to wire it up. It doesn't tell you any of that. It doesn't tell you any in-depth of any of these extra features that you don't get on your normal tablet. So, there's some things that I have no idea what I'm doing with. But I have found that if you want to adjust your stereo, the audio, the easiest thing to do, like say we go to radio. So if you want to adjust it, you can go into your menu option, or you can just slide the bar down like you would on any Android, and then the setting bar, you hit that. You can do that, or the easiest one, which I find is real cool. It's actually easier than most cars. You slide that bar down right there. There you go. That's your EQ. You got a loud, like I said, there's no subwoofer control anywhere on here. Fader. There's no subwoofer control. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. I mean, I deal with it. This radio was cheap. I bought this radio for like $250. For it to be an Android, $250 with Wi-Fi. It's a cleaner look than my other one. Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm happy with it. I like the tuner. You can, instead of having to go, you can just get close to it. I got though, ever since you walked in, set my phone, slam my door, That's that, man. I got the JBS 6.9s in the front. It's running off the factory tweeters. I think I might have blew that one. I'm not sure. I can hear that one. I don't know. I don't think I'm hearing that one. They're weak. I'm gonna get me some aftermarket ones and stick them in there. 6.5s for the rear doors on the way. They should be here today. If not today, Monday. That's it, man. I will be doing to this car. I'm getting a headrest. I got them headrests for my girl, which just look hot. The fucking headrests are massive. Like they take up almost her whole top of her back seat. But depending how hers goes, if hers go good, look good, then I'm getting them like two something. And I will provide you with any information if you want the same thing I got. Let me know. I will get back to you as soon as I get your message, as soon as I see it. I'm an eBay fanatic, man. I'm addicted to that shit, man. Yeah, it's pretty addicting, man. But you can get anything you want, man. I probably done saved about $1,000 this tax time just from buying off of eBay instead of, going to the shop, like this radio right here, you go to a shop, you're looking at Wi-Fi and all that GPS. GPS head unit is, roughly at least $400. And this was $250. I mean, you got to deal with the oversized, but you can have it modified. Just a little ingenuity, and you're good. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. I'll do that. I'll do those TV screens if my girl gets home in enough time. It's my last night off, so I like to get them done early. I gotta go look at a call, hopefully, if they hit me back. But I'll get those TV screens in, let y'all see what that look like, and if they look good, I'm gonna be getting some for my car. So yeah, tax time 2016. That's what I done with my money so far. What you done with yours? All right, peace.